Ati Minke Andagani.
And yeah, just whatever, anything.
Hoe ho ni shit.
Nape ahi.
Do we see the undone?
Oe honike. Holy shit.
Hipanoshi.
Shike.
All right, man, that was some big stuff. Anybody question?
I didn't know what he was
I
saying.
don't know what Virginia said.
She said, Ati Mike
Andagani.
Andagani. I'm here, Ati. I'm sitting here, I've arrived here, I'm sitting here, and Andagani. I'm happy. I'm happy to be here.
Walking Ati, right?
Ati! Ati! But everybody do good? Everybody have any questions? Like we all knew what was going on there? That was good, that's some big stuff. All right, back around.
Dang, that guy. I need to learn how to say that.
You know, there is, I think it's Alice Crawfish, and she's saying, it's like dick, yeah, and it's like this one. I mean, that's how she uses it, like this.
What is
this
that?
one here. Dick, yeah. It can be time.
Kida Mashon Shutse.
I knew part of it. I was trying to. What's I saying? Tani Ohonde Kumbra.
I was waiting for that
It's pizza. What's up?
This
no,
is
I'm
like
just kidding.
powwow time right now for me. I'm busy. Honisha.
Oh.
Hokta?
Ahonta.
Oh, Hokta. All right.
Oh, you answered me, didn't you?
Kid organishi.
Oh, look at there, huh?
Gee.
I'm just trying to find a long word. Mashon Galesia, Sardine Combra.
Hana?
The goblin, or, no? Yeah. Goblin Nova.
32?
Gebana. Gebana.
I don't know, I
Nova.
forgot to say 12.
Oh,
He's on.
I thought you was gonna bust out aces. 30.
Okay. Keep it up. What's the? Ten snakes?
Wet.
West High. Kadamri. Backward, do it.
Okay, we own.
You too. All right, anybody have any questions on those? Man, you were wondering what, was you?
Yeah, the last part of what she was saying. I got part of it.
Jite, right?
I said Shutse, but
So she said Kida Machon with eagle feather.
And Jite being all about her tonight.
West
Right.
Side.
or table.
But I said Jutse, which is Osage for red.
So, red eagle feathers, red eagle feather. And everybody else doing good? Everybody else got it? What we were saying? All right, last round here. One last time through.
Easy. K da andogany.
Ipahomeji.
Ipa home. You are younger. I mean,
There you go now.
Whoa.
So what's,
Oh.
Umpah-dogany. I don't know, I just had it.
They like them songs, don't
So,
they?
give you one.
Ah, neat.
Shunke Agni.
You were saying Ati?
Acne, A-N-I, acne, she has it.
Uh-huh. Ati. I mean,
It's an N. Agni.
Ani is he or she has. Anybody else? We all got it? We good? Good. All right, that's good. It's just trying to get them out. They're in there. All right, now. I'm going to switch it up. We'll go this way. All right. We'll switch it up. Now, I'm just going to, these are things that we have, that we've gone over. And if you don't know, what are we going to say? Ipahoji, and then we'll just move right along. Ipahoji. So, I'm going to say it in Quapaw, and then you say it, then you translate. All right? And like I said, these are just stuff that we've worked on going all the way back, but fairly easy stuff that we've ha-we.
Hello.
There you go. Hello. Shike.
Ipahochi.
Shike. Hota. Shike.
Bad.
Shike. Bad. Yeah.
Good.
Honji.
No.
Da. He. Da. He. Da. There you go. Nailed it. De. He.
Buffalo
Did-
wings.
Buffalo antlers.
I mean.
That's
Is that what you said?
She said buffalo antlers.
Is that what you said?
That's what I said.
There we go. We knew what you meant.
Close enough.
Donnie Ohom Day.
Meat soup.
Right. Keydogany. Onky Dogany. Keydogany. Onky Dogany.
He or she's happy.
There you go. Keydogany. Good. That was good. Good deal. All right. Ipahomeji.
I don't know.
Knee. Knee.
Water.
Mahini. Mazeni.
No.
Hazini.
Yeah, great.
Oh, it is great.
Uh-huh. Grape juice, all right, and it's stretched over to wine too. Ganteni.
Apple juice.
Apple juice. All right, man, we're still in that category, all right? Monkasha. Monkasha.
Coffee.
Coffee.
I got my cheat sheet. She got it rolled up and do something.
That's all right, that's all right.
Fracture it down.
Mazeska.
Many.
Money, okay. Good.
Gotta know that one.
One around this way. Ni skide. Ni skide.
Salt.
Salt. We ah.
Say that again.
We ah.
Snake?
Snake. Machon. Greje.
Eagle feather.
Greje.
Oh, well, spotted feather.
Yeah, yeah.
Black pig.
Jite.
Red.
Z.
Yellow.
Ska.
White.
Saw. Black. All right, all right. Hira greje. Hira greje.
Spotted eagle.
All right, good, good, good.
I don't know. I was waiting for like
Yellow.
mahi no ho. Jeez.
just keep.
Could have did.
Shonke agni.
Horse.
Ge.
Say that again.
Ge.
Is that fat or good or ugly?
We're in the animal categories now. Ge.
Cat, turtle.
Right.
Well, Dad is gonna help right there.
Jawe.
Ah, beaver.
Shonke.
Dog. Like Quapaw Shepherd.
Da.
No, here.
De. Buffalo antlers, I like that. Ge ha. Ge. Ge ha. Ge ha.
Turtle shell.
Turtle shell. Da ha.
Buffalo.
De.
No. Yeah, buffalo.
De.
Deer.
Deer. Da ha.
Skin, deer skin.
Deer skin. Correct. Deha.
Buffalo skin.
There you go. That's still good. All right, now you have to go again. I went one extra. Now we're just going to flip it. All right.
Oh.
I'm going to say the English.
You
And
should
then,
go back to
and
the-
you say-
Thanks, Crystal.
I went an extra.
we're just
You're
going to try to
right,
flip it.
Joe.
If you don't know, what do we say?
I don't know.
The Ipahoji, right? All right, so now we're just flipping it. Jite,
Ipamuji.
jite. No, I'm doing it wrong. I
You said
flipped
you
it.
said
I
you
did
was
it
wrong.
wrong. All right, here you go. You ready?
Okay.
Red.
Shite.
All right. Yellow.
Keep a home sheep.
Yellow.
Z.
Black.
Song.
White. Yeah.
Ska.
Ska. Hello.
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
wait.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, wait.
Oh,
There
wait.
you go. Bad.
G.
Close.
2 syllables.
Chique.
Chic. Good.
Yeah.
Not Nodley. Not
I know.
Not
I
Uda.
know.
Not Uda.
I know, I'm trying.
But real close to Uda.
Hold on.
Hotham. There you go. Yeah.
I know, it's hard to flip it.
Deer hide.
네.
Deer.
Sata. 이번시.
Deer hide. Deer skin.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Daha. There you go. Deer skin. All right. Spotted eagle.
Gira, igreja.
I just like the way that sounds too. It just sounds Gira, igreja. I am happy to see you.
Weekend, I'm talking.
Good. Oh, do you remember? What do you want? There you go. I'm hungry.
Oh, I just said that.
Uh-huh.
Meat party? Meat?
Non peoni.
Non-pay.
Non peoni.
Non-pay.
Ooh, you ready, mans? I want some soup.
Tane o honde. Kommer där.
There you go. There you go. All right. Now think about these. I'll tell you, this is gonna be our drinks, right? We're gonna go around with our drinks. Virginia, we'll start you off with the basic drink, water. All right, Crystal, coming over to you now. All right. Tea.
Mahini.
Mahini. All right, what are we saying there?
Dark.
Mahini.
Grass water.
Grass water. Mahini. Grass water. Juice, or excuse me, grape juice. Grape juice. Hazini. What are we saying there? Hazi is grape.
Great.
And more, there we go. Milk.
Mozeni.
There you go. Apple juice. Conteni. Coffee. Monko. And what are we saying there? That dark medicine? Yes. Got a big one here. Ready, Anna?
No.
I am happy to be here. Happy I came. Happy I'm here.
Is that the first sentence I learned? No, that's on by
No.
the sea. I'll just look at my little.
Yeah, look.
Atimi. Atimi ke adagni.
Atimi.
Atimi ke adagni.
There you go. I'm happy to be here. I want some money.
Zeske kommer där.
I don't have any. I got nothing.
Oh.
talking about yourself. On,
That wasn't,
Onike. There you go.
that wasn't my time, was it?
How are you?
Honike.
Onike. Okay. That was pretty good. We did pretty good. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go around and I'm going to ask you how are you doing, right? And the first time around, we're going to be pretty jovial, right? So one of those responses of, you know, I'm feeling good, happy to be here, you know, good to see you, I'm happy I'm here. Just however you want to respond, but let's keep it on the upbeat side that we've got on those responses where you got up here. And in then we'll go through a couple times. The next time around, we'll start getting real, right? We'll start talking about our headaches, you know, we're tired, we're sleepy. Remember those from last class? If you don't, I mean, I can hand you a sheet, and if you need to read them, that's fine. It's just the repetition of getting them out, you know, using them. You good? Okay, so remember we talked about that when we say home nike, home nike. That's like how are you doing, and you're sitting there. So that's what I'm going to say. Remember, we're positive this time. All right, we're happy, we're positive. So just something along those responses. So home nike.
Rosetta.
Not yet.
Wait, what?
You can't be tired yet. We got to be happy. We'll come back to those. See, we've got smiles on our face. Next time around we'll be.
Okay, Unikide or Gagani.
There you go. All right, how you doing? You said I'm happy to see you. Good. All right. Honike.
I like what you said, man. You get a dog in it.
You wiki down, doggy. So I say, how you doing? Yeah, I'm good to see you. Doing good. Honike.
Ota.
Ota. Honike.
I'm dogging him, okay.
I'm not getting a he, mean K. There's a he, remember we talked about that? There's like a he, and it's a little intensifier, then there's like a hot T, it's like a bigger intensifier, better, or, I mean, it's like a, it's a little intensifier. So, Honey K. See, she's doing good. Honey K. She's good. Yeah, happy, please. So there's a good. So there's that happy, please, and there's just good. Honey cake.
You ducking me. Do I need to add something?
But see, with that kidogany, it's just hanging out there, right? It's just floating. It doesn't really have like if I would ask you like how's your sister, and you could say kidogany because you and I are talking about her. You could say Anna kidogany, but it's you and I. You'd come back with that on dogany, on dogany. Honey cake. Hold on. Same thing. That's floating around out there. You got to give it on. Hold on. Just there you go. Honey cake. On. Hold on. See these guys. I'm good. I'm good. All right. One more time around. Try to pick something else. Still happy. Chris, all right. We're still on the upbeat side of things. We haven't gotten down here yet. All right, honey cake. All right, this is good.
Hold on.
I'm dogging.
Honey cake.
Could I say, ich humming cake? I'm smiling.
You could. I mean, you could say it, but I've never really seen where.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you like in English would say, smiling, or whatever, but.
Don't think it would work.
On top. Honey cake.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, she's here, she's feeling good, she's happy. Honey cake.
Dogging.
Honey cake.
We at home.
Yeah, see, all right, that's good. Yeah, me too. Yeah, honey cake.
Check me.
Huh?
On.
All right, honey cake.
O-gah.
All right, good. So we're all feeling good now, right? Everybody's
Words
feeling
to
good.
say.
Well, but I mean,
Yeah, they're quite an
it's
alternating.
the repetition of hearing it, saying it, and using it, and getting it out. Now we're not doing so good, all right? Now, what do we got? What do we got to work with?
Sleepy, headache,
Toothache.
There you go, cheesecake.
Headache,
What's the toothache? How do you say that?
he, he by itself is tooth,
Okay, you are so sweet.
and then the I'm hurting, Homestead. He, Homestead. Yeah. So we can be tired, we can be sleepy, we can be, we can have a pain. What else? Is that about it?
sleepy, headache, that's about it.
And that pain can go, we could say if my body hurts, my back hurts. I just threw some of those out there just because that was what was in there. But you can say, oh, my back's hurting. Oh, my knees hurting. Oh, my eyes hurt, or whatever. So, okay. Now you're down here, right? Now you're down here. Something's I'll say. Honey cake.
On Zeda.
On Jeddah.
On Zeda.
On Jeddah. So what'd she say?
Did you say
She
that?
said, I'm tired. And that's like, that's not the sleepy, that's just that, you know, that's just that. Whew,
Couldn't get away with that.
been working all day. Honey cake.
Jean, he,
Yeah, Argent Dion. Argent Dion. What did he say?
I'm tired.
He's sleepy. He's sleepy. We are home.
We at home.
Yeah, that would work, you could use that a lot. Honey cake.
Washington.
What did he say?
What did he say over there?
Washington.
Oh, she cake? Oh, she cake.
What was something
Oh,
Bad. Yeah, so see, bad can conjugate just like good. Yeah. So he took it low. Took it low. All right, honey cake.
But I'm gonna drink.
See, stepping out there. Tata skonta.
Must be really bad.
We're talking. There we
Drink
go.
up Mishi tea. Or
Niche cake, yeah. And we've talked about how the beer breaks down, right? I mean, it's just, have we talked about that? While we're in that realm, Des Ska Dejeni. It's big, but they're just describing it. So Nishike is I mean, just break that down. What does that break down to? Nishike, bad water, right? Now in Quapaw, we're the only
you
ones
say? Didn't
that use that. We're the only ones use Nishike. Those our other people use Bete ni. Bete ni would be like fire water. Right, but we say Nishige. But for beer, we say Deska. So what's De?
Oh, it's buffalo.
Buffalo.
And in Deska turns it into a
Domesticated cow.
cow, domesticated cow.
It's cow.
Deska and then ni Deska Deje is Deje is to Deje ni is your pig. So cow piss. that's how.
Tejeni. Teska, Tejen.
Deska Deje ni.
Déjeuner.
Deska Deje ni.
Okay.
Just keep it simple. How do you say cold? One.
Where was I at? How are you doing?
Bird. You got us way
All right, homie cake.
Osage. Is that right?
Ongeda.
Osage.
Ongeda.
Osage.
Ongeda. I'm tired. Homie cake. Enchantion. Enchantion. Homie cake. Oh, that's too bad. What'd she say?
She's in pain, she's a big baby.
She said, say it again.
Yeah. Oh, I just thought you said you're in pain.
No. He onte, her tooth hurt. Pony cake.
Bishi?
Yeah.
Wait. That's not slang. Chique.
Remember, that's hanging out there. So
Ah, chique.
on chique. All right. Good. So now you guys can see. So we can be tired. We can have some pain. We can be feeling good. So we got all these things we can say. But now we'll just go one round here, and then we'll take a break. But you're going to ask. Well, back to the
The red table.
red table now. All right. So remember our little conversations we had in there. So we can say hello. How are you? You know, I'm good. It's good to see you. I'm glad to be here. I'm feeling good. And just between us, we'll go boom. We'll let you eat. We'll skip you. Now, okay. We'll go here and here. You'll ask us, you know, how you doing? And you'll say, you know, whatever you want to say back. And then just a couple responses, and then we'll just go around the room. But just pretend like we're just coming to the door and you're like greeting them, or, you know, just practicing that. Little greetings. So, Virginia, you start us off. She just walked in. There she is.
Hey, Auntie. It's all Anna. Hey, Tornike.
Auntie Mike, I'm dogging. So I'm here, I come here and I'm happy. Good, all right.
O-gah-pah.
Yeah, you're good.
You good? Okay. And you can make this be, you know, you can expand it.
Away, homie kid.
Aki dogging.
You dogging.
Oh, Hawaii.
Honey cake, since she's sitting.
Talk to him.
No,
Or
she
back
just
to
asked
you.
you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Iwikide, I'm dogging. Iwikide, I'm dogging.
Yeah.
So now I ask him.
Now you ask me.
Sorry, I'm not following. Pony cake.
O-gah.
But and remember, we can get out there too. You can, you know, Mazeska Kombada. I mean, you know, we can kind of play with it, but.
Will.
Come on,
You go.
Will.
We don't have any paints and shit like that.
No,
That's hard to say.
people home cheap. Cheap.
All right, then you're asking her.
Oh, home cheap.
What?
Home cheap. Okay. Oh, wait, only cake.
Away, so we get it on that.
There you go. Good.
Now you gotta go back.
How you say it'll be all right, or it's gonna be okay?
It's gonna be okay. What was it? Everything's gonna be all right.
Or more or less just a small comfort phrase. Like something quick, something small to say like, it'll be all right, it's cool, it's all right.
You're good.
Good dog, like you.
I hope not. I mean, that'd be, you know, I don't. A lot of times I'm just thinking back to now. I could just straight going to Osage and they'll just say Nodley, you know. It's good.
Yeah. No, you said that. I asked you how you are, you said, I don't know, bad.
Yeah, and how do you
I
say
don't
good
answer
to
that.
Why do you say good to bad?
Huh?
He said,
When it was my turn, I
I
asked
said
him.
emoji, then he said chic egg,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, so
I
how
don't
do you
know,
like
bad.
respond back to that? Say good?
Just
Uh,
That's weird. Did
No, it's not. I said it.
He was still eating when he walked
That's
in.
good. Yeah, you're having one.
He'll eat forever.
You just ignore it, or?
You could say, you could say, you could say, key doggity, weak on that.
I want you to be happy.
Alright, key doggity, weak on that.
I want it to be good.
Key doggity, to be happy, to be pleased, right? And then kombada is I want, but we, remember, that's that I to you.
Yeah.
So if I say key doggity, we kombada, I want you to be happy. I want that for you.
Yeah, no, it just got me thinking, if that time ever comes around,
Yeah.
if somebody says that to me, I wanna at least have something in my mind I can say back to them and just,
Yeah. I mean, that's something you could say, but that's why I said, hopefully, everybody just be up here.
yeah.
You know, everybody be up here, but, but,
That was a good one.
Yeah, well,
That was not bad. You said good. Bad.
now, let's see, we'll go one round here, starting back with you. Try to use skonta. Try to use skonta. And in this round, just try to say, you're gonna ask them what they want, and you just decipher what they're asking you in English.
Okay, you ready? I'll toss one up. No, you say what you want.
She just asked you, what do you want, all right?
Me.
Okay. Me? Okay, now, you're gonna ask them, but see, you could say, Mazeska Skonta, Mahini Skonta. You can just take it, but we're just trying to focus on this, so you're asking.
Don't
No, you say toss
Okay,
one.
don't.
my God, Kombada.
What did he say? What did he say?
Shia.
I want medicine.
Monka
Kombada.
Kombada. All right, you're asking him.
Tell you want to be here.
Masha over there.
What's he want?
What's an eagle feather?
You just said Marchon. We're just assuming you want,
I just said feather.
yeah, just wants feather, all right? Just a little feather, that's all I want. All right.
Goose feather. Tatashko. That goose ain't gonna get you nowhere. Tatashko.
I'm sorry.
Wait.
What'd she say?
Key.
She wants some tea, yeah, tea.
Viskid. Skonta. Skonta. Oh, Kombada.
Kombada. All right.
I'm so busy trying
Yeah,
to.
you want some salt? Yeah, what do you want? I want some salt. All right. I know what man's wants.
It's something I know. Makasha Kombada.
Oh, yeah.
Coffee.
Want some coffee? Yeah. All right. Asking her.
Tate Shkonta.
Ta, skonta.
Was that Scott?
Kombada is already conjugated.
Oh.
You don't have to, did you put the "a" in front of there, right? Ah,
Was that the company?
yeah, there you go, another.
Tata Skunk.
You stole mine. Dagny, Mashon. Jite?
Jite.
Jite.
But, Machon, Jite, Davani.
Ah.
But that number goes at the end.
And, yeah.
And in the,
Can I feel the Dominic?
Davani.
Jute. But it's, tell me again.
Machon, Jite, Davani.
Jite.
Oh,
Red.
3 red feathers.
Really?
3 red feathers.
Sometimes I say earlier.
4,
12.
You're
12,
So I tried to say earlier.
Yeah.
I teach them that at school. I have
Nova.
to catch just the.
Do they have
just
any-
the dumps.
no.
mine only goes to 10.
Or 10 and then 2, right?
Ali,
I know.
Angani.
I'm gonna break in a minute, so.
Don't fall.
First, you gave
You'd
it
be
to
surprised how little you use numbers when you actually
I had to
Yes.
do a mask, and I didn't know how they were
don't
gonna
use
fix
them that
it.
much.
I wish I got more.
I don't know, when I said I wanted to spot a eagle tail, and you said, well, how many?
How
I
many?
think, yeah, how many? They gotta try to come up.
It sounded like you put a number in there.
Okay, just take a quick break, and when we get back, we'll go over
That's for day shop, for their school code.
language.
We're getting one of my Miami's in at 4 stages.
What?
Really? Maya, okay.
So I suppose that they're replacing all the stages?
With coordinates?
I think so. I don't know why, but.
Close it though, so it doesn't write into the code.
There's, we said it, a couple of them. What is tease? There, Bashta is to smooth, to sand, to plane. You can, I mean, you guys can see that, right? You're pushing, and you're making it, you're sanding this thing. So that is what, a lot of times you see that ba, and it can just change the whole word. Do you guys see that? Does that make sense? So you go down the next one, B, by pressing or rubbing and occasionally, very occasionally blowing. So, shike is one that runs the whole way through on all of these. I can find every one of them that way. So, B, shike, run by pressing, squash it. Do you got, and so see, you've got your B by pressing. You're running this thing by pressing it or squashing it. Look now at the next one. A, B, sta. Now this sta is just like the one we had up earlier. Smooth, bald, bare. A, B, sta is to plaster a house. Do you guys see how that's working? The A is like on or upon. B, you're like rubbing. And sta, you're making it smooth, so that's how they would say you're plastering this house. You're like packing mud on it, making it smooth. So that's unique to our language, Dagihaza. We just use these syllables like this. Now, B, goke. And so that's like you're drumming like this, I guess. By pressing, goke. The next one, deshka. Deshka means short or stubby. Deshka, short or stubby. B, deshka, press down, rub down. You guys see that? Now, chom is to break, or broke, or broken. So bichom, you've like pressed it, broke, you've crushed it. See those? Any questions? All right. Now, da is by mouth. So, da shike. What's going on there?
I believe it.
Talking bad. But, two, that can stretch. Look at that next one. To make a face. Can you see that? And can you see it? So you've got your face, and then this mouth, da, shike. So by mouth, you're making this crazy face with your mouth. You see that? See Joey? Right there.
Like that.
Just like that. So, and da, no, a lot of times that'll be anything going on by mouth. Look at the next one. Da teshka. To bite off, to shorten. See how they've done that? That's how our language works. To be short, stubby, and then da teshka. You bit it short, bit it off. Next one, da home. Home is to break, to be broken by mouth, so you're breaking something by your mouth. Up above that, what was be home?
Break, crash.
Yeah, because that B, you're like pressing on it and breaking it. Da home, you're breaking it by your mouth. All right, now that next bunch, D shike, ruin by tearing, or just basically do wrong. It's like a general causative there is what they call it. But by hand, you're running it by your hand. D stomp, you're by your hand, you're smoothing it plain, you're plucking, you're making it bald. So that's what the D is doing there. All right, look at the next one. Scone is to be melted or to be thawed. So if I said D scone, you see how you're using your hands to melt it? This little prefix of a D turns that into just melting. But then D scones, you're doing it with your hands. Are you guys seeing that? Braze, debraze, to tear, rip, by hand, by pulling, you're doing that. All right, turn that over. Stite. Stite is to be warm, to be comfortable. So di stite is to warm something in the hands. See, I'm trying to use trying to use at least common verbs, and then put these syllables in front just to show how that works. So deshka, deteshka is to shorten, cut off, cut short by hand. Now, we're back, here's home, de-home. So we're breaking that like with the stick with the hands. So what do we have? We have like be home is to break or crush, da home by biting, de home, you're doing that with your hands. So all these things, that's why I said we've got to look at all of our words as syllables. Back to shike. So what's that ga doing? What's it say? It's hitting, striking, by anything by striking. So if I say ga shike, you've ruined it by hitting on it, beating on it, striking it. You've tore it up. You've made it bad, basically, by striking it. Ga koke, that's to hit drum by striking it, hitting it. Deshka. So you've made it shortened by this striking action. So basically, you're chopping it off so that you could chop that wood shorter. Braze, burst, by striking against it. Now look at ga home. So see there, that whole syllable of home is to break, but now we've we had what, bichon, dichon, but now we can gachon, and that's breaking it by striking. And you'll see all these come up in these words. What about non? What is non doing? Anything by foot. Anything by foot. So, if we non shike, we've like stepped on it and made it bad by kicking it by our foot. If we've non badaze, we've like ripped our shoes, we've torn it up with our foot. And non goke is like thumping on the ground with your foot. So all these little prefixes come in there, and that's what changes these words around. I shouldn't say prefixes, just say syllables. Now, ba. Ba shike. So what are we doing there? How are we tearing it up? How are we running it? By cutting it. See that ba, we've ruined it by cutting. How did we run it? If I said ga-shike, how did we run it? We've like, yeah, we've hit it and we've runned it. Ba-shike, we've cut it with a knife and runned it. Ba-hon, how did we what happened there? We broke it, we cut it apart by cutting action. Ba. Bo is by shooting, by punching, also too sometimes by blowing. So bo shike, we've tore it up by punching it, by shooting it. Bo koke, rumbling from shooting against. Okay, turn over. Bo deshka, we've made it shortened by punching and shooting. And in bo home, we've like shot it in two. Punched it in two. Okay? Now, I just quiz you here. So okay, deca is new. Deca means new. Deca means new. So if I said D deca, what do you think I'm saying? Based off of this, D deca.
You made something new with your hand?
Yeah, and D deca is to repair or renew, to make it new again. What if I said B deca? B deca. What do you think? Think about rubbing and deca.
Paint the hide maybe?
Polish it. That's our word for polish. B deca. Can you see that? So you're pushing, you're rubbing on it. It's shine and shine. To shine something, to polish something is B deca. So you've made it new again by rubbing on it, applying pressure, making it look new again. So these little syllables, as they get attached to these other words, sometimes it just takes it this way, takes it this way. And that's where I'm out here talking, and I'll say, that's just hanging out there. It needs some direction, you know, like the verbs, they need on, or you know, they need to go somewhere. Well, that's where these little syllables can just change this stuff around, right? You can look at all those shikes, and that's how many ways you can run something, tear it up by all those little syllables. But that's just the way our language works. And that's just, like I said, just wanted to talk about that, give you an idea, because when you see these things, you'll know that and almost constantly that gnaw, when you see that gnaw by foot, that was like almost always the way. And if you remember, ge-ha Anachata. Do you remember what that was? Ge-ha, and I'll
What's that?
ge, turtle,
Oh,
ha,
turtle shell?
Turtle shell.
turtle shells. So there you got your ge, turtle, ha, hide,
Yeah.
shells. Ah, what do we mean? Ah is like on or upon. No,
Foot.
by foot. And in that hata, I don't know what that's doing. It could be like the sound they're making. It could be something else. But you can see geha an no by foot. And you'll see that in those words. So you'll think, well, there's something going on with the foot when you see a no in there. And if you go back and look, that'll be in D, B, ba, baste is to cut, gaste is to chop. See what I'm saying? All these little things attached. That's why I said you got to look at our language in syllables, because that's how it works. All these little syllables changes. Now, this da is by extreme temperature. Da is by extreme temperature, and more often than not, it's by heat or fire. But it can be cold too, because and I asked that, and basically, like if you burn something, what happens? It looks like if we burn skin, it just gets like black and crusty, right? It's kind of gross, but then if you freeze skin, it's like the same thing, right? It gets black and crusty. So I guess it was just, they both had that same effect on things. So da is by extreme temperature. So dashike is what? Ruined it by burning it, right? Dashike, you ruined it by burning it. And then you can shorten something by burning. And then look at that, da-ska. What did I say D-ska was? D-ska? Yeah, you're melting it with your hand. Da-ska is you're melting it by fire. Da-stite. Da-stite. Stite is to warm up, right? To be warm. So da-stite is to warm it up by heat. Warm it up by fire. What was de-stite? By hand, right? Warm it up by hands. So da-stite is to warm it up by fire. And that's like, I mean, you could just say that about food too. You know, warm it up, warm it up. So, and that's what I look at our language syllable-wise, because this is how it works. Now, I just want to take this stite and kind of expand on it, so you can just see the different ways it can go with these syllables. So, stite, warm, comfortable, cozy, right? It's just kind of, there's a pleasantness to there. It's a warm, comfortable feeling. We have a number of words for south, right? There's quite a few words for south. But one of those words is o-stite. O-stite. And that's one for south. But so, breaking that down, can you place an O drops in front of there, and an O is like the place at which. Place at which. And then stite is warm. So when we were talking, that's just a way to say south, so we're thinking, it's like this place that's warm, right? You head that way long enough, what happens? It's cold. You head that way, warm. So that was one of our words for south, and that's just taking the term stite, warm and comfortable, put an O in front of it, and now all of a sudden that's south, or just this warm place. Going back to the previous page, de-stite, warm something up with the hands, right? Da-stite, to warm it up, to heat it up. Da-stite, gire. What are we saying there? Warm yourself up. And there's no fire in there. I mean, our word for fire. But you can see, I mean, that da is by extreme temperature, by heat, by fire. So da shtite kide. Kide is cause yourself to be that way. Whatever's preceding, you've caused yourself to be that way. So to warm yourself by the fire. Da shtite kide. Now, this one's getting out there, all right? We're still with shtite. It's still, we've got that word. O da shtite di. O da shtite di. In the sunshine. All right? See how, so we went all the way from like warm and comfortable to now we're out here to in the sunshine by just these little syllables packing onto it, right? So look down there. What did we say about that O? It's like this place at which this thing inside, this place, something's taking place here. Da, by extreme temperature. Shtite, to be warm and comfortable. And a D is like an at, by, in. So that has turned into in the sunshine. There's a lot going on there, isn't there? But that's how our language works. These things just start packing. Here's a word, and then all these things start packing onto it, and then that gives it all this direction. Now, this next sentence is from one of those stories that JOD gathered. All right? Would anybody want to take a stab at just saying that? Otashite di ashiti heson okite nihe ikeni. You guys, all right? Are we all on board there? Otashite di ashiti he heson okite nihe ikeni. All right. So what are they saying?
Look for lice on yourself in the sun. Whoa.
So to get some context for that, this story is about this rabbit and her grandson, and they're doing all kinds of stuff. But at some point, grandson's telling grandma, go outside and look for lice on yourself. That's, I mean, but like it's a very long story. I mean, it's a long story, and it's just a little sentence from there. But they've been doing all these things, and they're in their house, and it says, go outside and look for lice on yourself. But this is where we're getting into the grammar side of this, Quapaw. This is what, so looking at this sentence, that first word, otashiteti, in the sunshine. All right? Mm-hmm. Then there's a bracket there, or a backslash, right? Ashiti is what? Outside. He son is what? Lice. Okay. Okite is what? Look for your own. Nihe is an imperative, is like it's like your mama would talk to you. You know, I mean, it's like go. I mean, it's like you need to do it. Strongly. I strongly urge you. You know, or, I mean, it's nihe. It's like that. You know, it's like you best. You ought to. You ought to do that. All right. So that's what nihe does. It's just like this magnification of, you know, best do that, you know. I'm not telling you, but you ought to do it. And then, okay, Ike is, he said to her, and then ni, remember what I'm talking about? Everything has to be like up, down, everything. I'm looking at you guys are all sitting down. You're looking at me, I'm standing up. Well, that knee, what's that knee doing? What's it say?
Moving.
So he said that, but when he said that, what's he doing?
He's walking around.
He's moving around.
Why did I set a scripted like that?
Exactly. Why? Why are they? And I sent you that stuff. There are so many. Everything has its place and space orientation. Everything it's either sitting there, it's standing up, it's moving around, it's propped up. But in that instance, there that grandson he's saying this and moving around. But I want you to, look at that, and in our English minds, this is how it translates. In the sunshine, outside, lice, look for your own. Ought to. He said to her, that guy moving around. All right, it makes no sense whatsoever, right? In our English, but then now you have to translate that even further and get to, go outside and look for lice. Go out, look for lice or yourself outside in the sunshine. He said to her. Do you see how it's so much different than English? And that's where I said if our Quapaw is starting to get over to like English, we're pretty far off, right? Because this is good stuff. And I want to say this was the story he gathered from that buffalo calf. So this is good Quapaw, good grammar, but it's just gibberish in English, right? When we look at it. But you can see how we took Shchite and turned it into sunshine, can't you? And O is basically saying this, outside there in that place, by heat, to be comfortable, and T is like at that place. So that's out in the sunshine. That's how you're getting that term. Okay, turn the page. So I just kind of expanded on Shchite, right? From before Shchite. Now I'm just kind of taking that Ashiti, outside, outdoors, to the outdoors, outside the lodge. That's how it gets translated a lot. So this is from Maud Supernal. I just threw this one in there because I thought this would be a good one. Humpa hotam he ashiti. So what's she saying?
Pretty day outside.
It's a pretty day outside, but see how it's like day, good, very, outside.
Will you say that one more time?
Humpa hotam he ashiti. You're getting a little closer to English on that one. I don't know if that was just something they asked her to say, how good, but so you got Humpa hotam he ashiti. It's a pretty day outside. Day, good, very, outside. So that's another little phrase we can say, right? So Humpa is day, hotam, good, he, very, ashiti, outside. Now, I just threw that one in there because I just thought, well, that's a nice little phrase we can use. Now I'm back to the story, right? Now I'm back in the story. Next sentence. And you may want to take a stab at that?
I did last time.
Ga'xpa ashiti ani hi atan ga'xpa.
All right. Ga'xpa ashiti anihi atan ga'xpa. All right, let's break that down just as it. So pour something out, outside, take it there, and pour it out. All right, that's another good one. We can actually use stuff like that. You know, pour it outside, take that outside. That's saying, pour it out, take it outside, and pour it out. This is a sentence from that story. So it was in reference to some food that they had, probably some da ohon, da ni ohon day. All right, they poured it outside. So, what do we know about ani? We've had that. It's like to have, right?
Yeah.
So ani he, to have it, and then he to go there, to reach to that, to arrive to that point, to arrive outside having that thing. That's how that gets there. To reach a place having some object. That's why I put that little asterisk there. So that ani he is to have, and then the he is like you've arrived there. You've made it to that point. It's not a he that's a intensifier. It's a he that's meaning you've arrived to this point. So that's how you would say, go pour it out outside. And that was out of that story. But see, it doesn't pour it out outside, take it there, and pour it out. That kind of gets a little closer to us. You guys see that? It's the Ashiti is what I'm really trying to, just kind of work off there. But now go down to the next one. This is a good one. This was from that story. Ashiti bede gombada. Can y'all gotta be able to see that one? That was a little better, right? That gets a little simpler for us. So Ashiti is I, bede is I go, bede. It's not bide, but it's that same syllable as it's just bede. Ashiti bede gombada. I want to go outside. Outside, I go, I want. I want to go outside. You guys seeing it?
So if you're calling it your kids, you're just gonna say, oh, shoot, the bidet.
Well, no, but
Kombada. Ashite kombada.
you just say ashiti. Can't get straight. Da, because de is to go, but when you make it a command, it turns to da. And so you say ashiti da. Go outside.
Now, where would you put hurry in that?
Well,
What
you
is-
can put it in there, but
what
that's
is
pretty. I mean,
hurry?
if your mom said get outside, I mean, there's a hurry there. You don't even have to.
How do you say, oh, nolling, what's oh, nolling?
ODD, which I don't even. It's a different.
Hurry.
Hurry up!
Yeah, ODD is to hurry. It's the same as O'Nolly.
You say OTT?
Uh-huh. Hurry up.
But
I'm
if
gonna
you
start
add
saying
in
that to
that
you.
imperative, that nihe from the previous page,
Uh-huh.
would that be like?
See,
or is
that
not
gets
going
into,
in like
that
Where
kind of
that-
gets
where you add
into
the
like,
da to that.
that gets into like, that needs like, you gotta go outside. It's
Like
like,
the boss
it's
of
like,
it.
it's that subtle
Nihi.
nihe.
Okay, sorry. Nihi.
Yeah, so there's like a command form to take me, get out there, do it. But then there's just that, you get outside. I mean, it's kind of like that imperative, you ought to, it would behoove you to go outside. That's kind of like that nihe.
Like how you said it would be, ooh, you.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever said it to you like that.
But
But you would add nihe
because then if you're mad, I mean, there's levels, but that ashiti da, that'd be like, go, get outside, go outside
Mom told us
now.
that every day.
several times a day.
I locked the freaking door.
OTT,
Who
is
would
that,
lock us out?
that name, OTT, is that the same thing?
My mom would lock them
I've
out.
never seen that meat TT broken in,
That's
don't
why
I?
I didn't know.
She came and stayed a week and she kicked them out. She locked the door.
But then she promised she wouldn't tell on us for getting stuck in like mud. And she freaking knows.
Okay, look here,
Sis, don't
what
get mad at
Ashiti Day, she went outside. Ashiti Day. See, it's, she went to go, day is to go. And that's where I was saying, man's like back to you, or it's Ashiti Da. The day turns to Da when it's a command. So Ashiti Day, she went outside.
So this says she went outside, so what's the, or is there a he?
There, we
So
did not have he or
That's
she.
universal in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we did not have he or she pronouns. We just, in the story, you knew it was a grandmother, you knew it was
Right.
a sister, you knew it was a mother, and we weren't, we didn't have he or she pronouns. We could make thing a male animal or a female animal or, a brother or an uncle or whatever else, but we just don't have he or she. But in this story, we're talking about she,
Right.
so that's why it's there, but
Right.
there was no, we just weren't concerned with pronouns. And I've
Because
heard,
probably because they were so descriptive in everything else, maybe?
well, see,
I'll say.
but that's what we're
You know
so
what I mean?
obsessed with this and this and this, and they could have cared less about he or she. And I always hear like Mom and Cuggy saying that Maud, you really had to listen to her when she was talking to him in English, because she might say Anna went to town, and and then she'd say he got me this, and then a little bit later she'd say she got this, and because in her mind the he and she didn't even matter. But then they said they would get lost listening to her talk, because if there's a couple people, she wouldn't know if they were saying, because she'd say Virginia, da da da, and she'd say, well, he went over there, and they're thinking, what? So as odd as all these positional things are to us, that he and she pronouns were odd to them. But we just didn't have them. They didn't matter. But that's, so if you want to go outside, that's how you'd say it right there. Ashiti bede kombeda. Or if you're saying he or she went outside, ashiti de, they went outside. This next one was from that same story. Ashiti gachta I ge okite. She searched for the things, which was the food, that were poured outside. And when she found them, she sat a while eating them. So ashiti gachta I ge okite ata ide kide no date konike. So that's, but if you look at, so she searched for things, she searched for the things that were poured outside, and when she found them, she sat there and ate them. And then how that breaks down in verbatim, in literal translations, outside, poured out, the plural, she looked for her own, and she caused herself to find it when eating, so she sat a while. So it does not jive up to English at all. And guys, none of this I'm like expecting anybody, no, if you pick something up, cool, that's neat. But I just want you to get an idea that this is how our language works. This is good Quapaw. This is good grammar. And it's from a story, and this is how it worked. And will we ever get there? I don't know. I don't know if we'll get there. Bill, but as long as we're able to understand one another and get our point across, we're going to do good. But we're striving for that. We're striving to get there. Because even look at the Ashiti Ke. That ke is referring to these plural standing things. So we're back to what we're talking about. They were obsessed with how things were, how they were laid out. All right, last one, that okite, look for one's own, to search for one's own. Ote by itself is just to look for, to hunt, to search for something. The key drops in there, it's your own, one's own, okite. So this is an entirely different story. This is from Valier, a whole different story. But in this one, this woman's, her grandson has been tore up by these black bears, and she's going to go there with her sewing bag and look for him. Because in the story, she basically puts him in her bag, puts him in this little sewing bag, and then when she gets home, she dumps it out and she puts him back together. But in this, and these stories are on that website too, by the way. They're all on there if you want to see them. But O'gah-pah, literally, that is woman little, right? But it breaks down to like, it's old woman. It's a little old woman, right? O'gah-pah. Ninke, the sitting one. We're back to, she's sitting there, right? This little old woman, and she's sitting there. Ninke sitting there. Wa-bate is to sew. Wa-bate is to sew. O-gah-pah is a bag, a container. O-gah is to put into. O-gah by itself is to put something into. What's ha? We just talked about it earlier this night.
Hide.
A hide. So this little bag, this hide that you put things into, there's where you get your bag, O-gah-pah, and that's across the border. O-gah-pah is a bag. Ninke, and it was sitting there. So that woman's sitting there, and that bag is sitting there. Ninke, it's sitting there. Gadize, she took her own, and she went to look for rabbit. You guys can see that. Mashtinke okite de. And it's the okite because it's her grandson. Do you guys understand?
So it's the possession.
It's, that key, it's like your own. Kind of like when we were talking about iwiki de. Iwiki de on dogging, because we have relationship, we know each other. We're all related and like that. Now, if she was just looking for something in general, it'd just be ote. But it's her grandson, so that's where you get looking for her own. But I just want you to see that is good Quapaw, good grammar on those. Don't expect you to know it. Like I said tonight, the first part was go over that, but I wanted you to get an idea of how our language worked. We've got good grammar, good sentences that we can pull from, and it's translated. Any questions on any of that? All right, so next week, we're going to do like we did in review, but we'll go over some new words. I'll get some new words, new things. But once again, guys, this part was just so you can get an idea of how our language works, what it does. It's, we've got a lot of sources that has this stuff in it. Anything? Got plenty of food left back there? You can take something home if you're hungry. I appreciate you guys coming. Like I said, study that stuff, study those phrases, things. We'll get new. We're going to get some new words and new things next week. But once again, what I handed you tonight was just for information, just so you can see how our language works.
So this is what you're getting into.
What's that? Yeah. That's what we're trying to get to right there. That's the good stuff. But there's fun, and you can see like you're meeting. You want to go outside, what are you gonna say? Ashiti bidek komda. Or you can just say Ashiti bidek. Outside. So you don't have to, yeah, I mean, Ashiti bidek.